25 creative boomerang ideas in Mario Maker 2. Our first ideas come from a level called Boomerang Blockade by Julian SMM. Luigi can manipulate bullet blasters by hitting exclamation blocks with his boomerang. Pathways like these are completely blocked by the bullet blaster wall until Luigi fires the boomerang to hit the exclamation block. When the block is hit, it forcefully grows into the bullet blaster, completely destroying it and opening the path. The boomerang's a bouncy little sucker. It can hit 3 walls before breaking. Luigi wants to put this to use for the next idea and comes up against a falling challenge where he needs to hit on-off switches in succession to move forward. If he can get it to bounce perfectly as he falls, an off-screen bullet blaster can fall and destroy a bomb to remove the hard blocks. Can Luigi make the boomerang somehow hit a 4th time before it breaks? In this one, he must use a clear pipe to extend the duration of the boomerang just long enough to make it hit 4 on-off blocks. While the boomerang is flying, Luigi must complete a quick timing challenge. The last idea got Luigi thinking. Is there a way to create a puzzle with off-screen boomerangs and clear pipes? Boomerangs follow Luigi as he runs, so in this one, he needs to throw the boomerang and figure out where he wants it to end up by running towards that area. When the boomerang hits certain enemies or items, it makes them bounce upwards slightly. In this idea, Luigi can use the boomerang to continually launch a big Koopa shell upward until it bounces on a spring, hits a red POW, and causes a chain reaction explosion. Skip Squeaks can hold just about anything on their heads as long as it's a crate on the bottom of the stack. For a jump throw challenge, Luigi needs to get this Skip Squeak to jump and hit the bullet blaster with its head trampoline. This will launch the bullet blaster upward while Luigi slides the boomerang in between to hit a P-switch. Our next set of ideas come from the course Zelda Goomba's Mask 3D by Tin Chin. The hard banana power-up can change the momentum of spike balls without destroying them. As long as they don't hit the wall or ceiling, Luigi can hit the spike ball to roll through the hard blocks. In this idea, he needs to hit at the perfect time to jump over the gap to break the scroll stop and open the next room. Occasionally, Luigi needs to get a spike ball to move toward him instead of away from him. He's able to do this using a clear pipe, launching his projectile into the pipe before this spike ball drops. With good rhythm, he can get the return of the boomerang to hit the spike ball in his direction to solve the puzzle. Spike balls usually roll down slopes and stairs towards Green Mario. This time, Luigi needs to hit the ball with the boomerang repeatedly to roll it up the stairs. Now this can be especially difficult because Luigi needs to anticipate how high to throw the boomerang so it can keep the momentum of the spike ball rolling upwards. If he misses, it will roll back and flatten him like a pancake. Another idea with staircases is to use them strategically to slow down and carefully move the spike ball toward the bottom of the screen. Slopes can change the direction the spike ball's rolling and keep it away from the walls and ceilings if Luigi plans the momentum with his boomerang. Luigi's grown fond of his spike ball friend and wants to escort him to the end of the level. To do this, he needs to use the on-off switches at the right time to open up the pathway. On-off trampolines can bounce the spike balls upward while Luigi needs to flip switches to keep the spike balls safe from destruction. Our next ideas come from Arrowstotle's brain. I haven't seen these put into levels yet, so feel free to be the first. Luigi needs a hammer power-up to move through these hard blocks and reach the sweet, sweet gold. To do it, he will need to use the boomerang to cut the wings off of the flying power-up and have it land in a safe place where he can pick it up. Luigi is battling against the molten cherry snake known as Charavar. The boomerang seems ineffective here. How can he destroy this goopy monster to get the key hidden inside? In this battle, he needs to keep the boomerang long enough for a winged star to appear, chop the wings off that star, and use it to defeat the dragon. The following ideas come from the course Boomerang Riddle by Somiyuki. The boomerang follows Luigi after it exits a clear pipe. If he runs towards where he wants the bombs to go, he can manipulate the boomerang to help shoot the bombs upward. Once they're hit, their explosion timer starts, so he needs to be quick to move them into position. Luigi's best friend Spiky is back with a new endurance challenge. Spiky is set up on a conveyor belt to keep it from rolling away too quickly to give Luigi enough time to run back and forth to keep him rolling until the timer underneath ends. Once the timer finishes, Luigi can use his friend Spiky to move forward. Sometimes the boomerang distance doesn't reach on-off blocks, but Luigi learned a new method to extend the boomerang even further. He can throw the boomerang under dash blocks and run at maximum speed above to get his oddly shaped projectile to hit an otherwise unreachable off switch. To cure his absolute need for speed, Luigi can throw the boomerang and get into a Koopa Troopa car, driving on dash blocks to outrun the boomerang to have it at maximum distance. Even though it looks like the boomerang disappears, it will still catch up and hit the switch to let Luigi finish the course. These next ideas come from the course A Mountainous Rebound by Tanyo. One cool mechanic Luigi's discovered is the ability to throw while sliding and jumping off a wall. He can use this skill to destroy brick blocks while wall jumping and hit a red POW to destroy the barrier in his path. Luigi also wants to use this ability to destroy enemies while jumping off the wall toward them. He must be very precise with the timing of his throw. If Luigi's too late, he will lose his power-up and need to try that section all over again. Luigi needs to combine his wall jumping up tight spaces technique with throwing through clear pipes. If he can keep the boomerang in perfect sync with his wall jumps, he's able to ascend through the two-state blocks before they block him. Sometimes it looks as if there's nowhere to go. In this situation, Luigi can quickly spam his boomerangs into the pipe to activate exclamation blocks. Once they're completely extended, he must wall jump upward quickly before the blocks reset. The culmination of all this wall throwing strategy is to throw the boomerang through clear pipes to collect key coins while avoiding spiky blocks. Luigi needs all four to proceed and can't take damage or he will lose his precious boomerang. Once he snipes all of the coins, he can ground pound to get into the key box to safety. Our next idea comes from the course The Hunter Boomerang by Fahadino. Luigi needs to shoot his boomerang underneath him to hit winged bob-ombs. These bob-ombs travel up and down as they move across the screen, so Luigi needs to slap them right when they're at the top of their flight to have them pop up through the semi-solid. Once he gets it right, he can use the bob-ombs to destroy the hard blocks and get to the next area. Next idea comes from Tostat Boomerang by Jonah S. Luigi likes a little extra pressure while he uses his trusty bananarang. In this one, he pilots a snake block while tossing boomerangs to destroy blocks and trigger on-off switches. Timing is crucial or he will fall off his trusty snake steed. Our final idea comes from the course Cannon Castle 3.0 by Bone Dog. Luigi is trapped in a survival gauntlet of epic proportions. In this room of death, spike balls roll toward POW blocks. If POW is hit, the secret thwomp underneath Luigi's Bullet Blaster platform will be destroyed, thus dropping him into spicy lava. The longer Luigi survives, the tougher the encounter becomes. If Luigi can survive until an off-screen P-switch is activated, he can go through the P-door and escape. If you enjoyed this video, please throw your boomerang at that like button. I'm Arrowstotle, and thanks for watching.